The Shaykh, he started the kitab, his book, by saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And the reason why the Shaykh, he started the book by saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is because it is from the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that whenever he would write a letter or dictate for a letter to be written to, for example, the leaders and the chiefs and the emperors and etc., he would always start his rasail, his letters, by writing the Bismillah at the beginning. And the evidence for this is the hadith which is mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, in Kitabu Kayfa Badul Wahi, how did the revelation start. It is the first kitab in Sahih Bukhari, and it is the 7th hadith where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he wrote a letter to Herakle Azim al-Rum, to Herakle, who was the emperor of Rome. And in that letter he basically had written the following. It said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, min Muhammadin Abdillahi wa Rasulihi ila Herakle Azim al-Rum. It basically said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent, min Muhammadin Abdillahi wa Rasulih, from Muhammad, the slave and the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ila, to Herakle Azim al-Rum, to Herakle, who is the Azim, the emperor, the king of Rome. So this was the sunnah of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you find it to be very common amongst all of the ulama that they follow this sunnah. Whenever they write their books, they always mention the Bismillah right at the beginning. Another reason which is also mentioned as to why some of the ulama they do that is because they want to follow the kitab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They want to follow the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you open up the Quran, practically every single surah starts with the Bismillah, except for one surah, which is Surah At-Tawbah. Surah At-Tawbah. And in order to follow the Messenger, follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in that, they would write the Bismillah at the beginning. And there is also another hadith which the people, some of the ulama, they've used in order to say that the Bismillah is a sunnah. In fact, they actually say that through this hadith, they say that the Bismillah is something which a person should say in every action that they do, because of a hadith which is attributed to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which he said, "Kullu amrin dhi balin la yubda fihi bi Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, fahuwa abtar." He said, any matter in which it does not start with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, fahuwa abtar, meaning that this matter is lost, this matter is cut off. And so some ulama, they authenticated the hadith and they said, it is sahih. For example, the likes of Imam al-Nawawi, and they use it as an evidence to say that every action that you do, you have to start with the Bismillah. You have to start with the Bismillah. However, Shaykh al-Albani, rahimahullah ta'ala, he did a bahth on this hadith, a research, and the research you can find it in Irwa al-Ghalil, his kitab Irwa al-Ghalil, right at the beginning of the book. And he explains how, in fact, this hadith is not authentic, rather it is da'if, and to some of the ulama it is mawdu', it is fabricated. And the reason for the hadith being da'if is because there is a person in the chain of the hadith known as Ahmad ibn Muhammad ibn Imran, who is also known as Ibn al-Jundi. And he was known to be a person that has tashayyu', he has some of the beliefs of the Shia inside of him, and Ibn al-Jawzi considered him to be somebody who was fabricated in his narrations. So, regardless whether the hadith is weak or not, it doesn't matter to us, because we still have a valid sunnah through the hadith in Sahih Bukhari.
Hey guys, I really hope that you benefited from that video. Before you go, I want to ask you a really important question. Have you guys ever thought about studying Islam and seeking knowledge? If not, then I want you to reflect upon this hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet said that seeking knowledge is obligatory upon every single Muslim. Of course, that doesn't mean you have to be a scholar, but you have to know the basics in order for you to be the best possible slave and worshipper of Allah that you can possibly be. So we decided to provide a solution for this. You see, many people want to study, but they don't have the means or the resources to do so. So we set up an online institute called the Knowledge College, where you can study Islam from the comfort of your own home. So if you want more information on the Knowledge College and you'd like to sign up, go to the link below, check out the website, and hopefully we see you on the other side. Assalamu alaikum.